Hey guys, so today I'm going to show you how to use Tao Bao. I have like a pretty good understanding of the whole thing, so I thought I might as well share it with you. I've had a few questions after I posted my haul, which I'll link down below. I've just had a few questions on how to use it, so I thought I shall show you. So the first thing you want to do is obviously go on taobao.com, and then a thing up here should pop up or not. If not, just click this and it'll translate the page. It won't translate everything, but it will you'll get a basic understanding of what's going on. So when it actually comes to buying or to actually finding products on Taobao, I think there's two ways to go about it. Say you're just looking for a piece of clothing, you could type something obvious like women's shirt and just press enter. And then you get all of this that's not in English. Some of it will translate, some of it won't. Sometimes it'll do it automatically, other times you can translate it, but again, like, it doesn't really look. Hot purchase, slim was thin, plus fat to increase, bottoming shirt. Like, it's very not quite right. So you get some nice things that come up on here, but a lot of it isn't all that great. If it would load, I'm sure it's all just ugly like that thing. So what you can do is type in keywords. I'm going to link below a website that has a lot of keywords that will help you find nice things on here. Because it's in Chinese, you basically need to use words that are in Chinese, obviously. So the websites give you words like hoodie or the suit, leather coat, and then it gives you the Chinese translation. So let's see if we just copy this and chuck it to here. So if you find something you like, just give it a click, translate the page, and then once you're here, you can see this is the page's shop, or the shop's, sorry, this is the shop's page. And if you go onto home, it usually shows you the entire shop's like collection. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. It'll so this one's working, I think. So yeah, it'll show you more of what they have. Obviously got a lot of coats and jumpers. I'm not too sure really what this one's about, but all of the things you click on will have their own little page and their own little shop that it'll take you to. So once you're on this page, it'll give you the price, so it's different price depending on what color, I guess. So what I always do is, and it says down the bottom about $30 Australian, but I always just go into my little converter to see how much it is. So what was it, like 150? So yeah, 29 Australian dollars. And then another thing you can do is go into the cumulative comments, and it will load some reviews, and the reviews that include pictures are very helpful. I really appreciate those. So this is just not loading for me, but you will see, I'll show you on another product, it'll have pictures and stuff. And if you go down, it'll have similar things or things from the shop that might interest you, so I find that feature really helpful as well. I kind of like fall down the rabbit hole when I go on this website, and that's how I find everything, just by like ending up on their page. Another thing that I find really helpful is, see this little camera here? It's like Google image search. You can upload an image. It'll search for products on here that look like that. So this is how I find most of my things. If I'm not in the mood to scroll through hundreds of pages of clothes and I've got one thing in mind that I want, this is what I'll do. And then I just scroll through here. I could translate it. I usually don't, honestly, because there's nothing you really need to read. But I usually just scroll through until I find the cheapest version of what I want. So I just kind of scroll until I find the most legit looking one with the smallest price tag. So this one is $9.80, but there are 0 reviews, so that's annoying because you can't actually see someone that's bought them. But honestly, with everything that I have bought, even things with 0 reviews, I have never been disappointed. So like, it's obviously a bite your own risk thing. What I then do, if this is what I want, I'll copy the URL and come into this website called Superbuy, and in here you paste the URL of the item, and it's basically going to translate everything. Yeah, so this sometimes comes up when you buy products that don't have any reviews. It comes up with a little warning. So this one's telling me that it's maybe a counterfeit product, which is obvious because it's not a real set of old school Vans. So this website will buy the product from Tao Bao, and it'll get shipped from the warehouse of Tao Bao, whatever, to the Superbuy warehouse. Once it's at the Superbuy warehouse, they will send a photo of your product, and then you can choose whether or not you're happy with it. If you are, you continue on with the purchase and ship it to your house. I'll show you that in a second though. But basically what this means is that because it's a counterfeit product, because it's recognized that it's a counterfeit product, when you go to ship it, it's gonna either cost more, or the cheapest shipping companies won't ship your product because it's counterfeit. And I don't know, I guess I understand, but I don't know the exact reasons why. So that is always something to remember, but I don't really think about it too much until I actually get to the shipping process, and then it'll tell me if it is going to affect the shipping. If it is, I'll get something else. If it's not, then that's fine. So once you're here, you choose your size. I would probably go 39 women, yellow, and then you go ahead and add it to your cart. So I'll show you my virtual warehouse. In the past, I tried to order some shoes and I got a notification saying that the product was out of stock, so these just stayed in my warehouse and never sent to me. So once you've bought something, it'll come up in your shopping order, and then once it has arrived in the Superbuy warehouse, it'll come up in warehouse. And once it's here, so this is what I currently have, you can click on the inspection details over here, so view inspection, and here's a photo. It's like a bodysuit that I bought, so there's a photo of it, and like obviously that looks fine, so I will go through with that one and purchase it. And it only weighs 40 grams. Oh, it's now saying 140 grams. The shipping for that one bodysuit, as you can see, is saying $12. But it won't actually end up costing you that much. They will take this US $10 out of your account, but this is just an estimate, and once they actually ship it, they will return probably about half of that money back into your bank account. So that is quite expensive for one thing, and for that sake I usually buy lots of things at once because it just works out a lot cheaper. In the past I've ordered things like this shirt so we can view the inspection, so they do take really good like photos. You get a really good idea of what it looks like. So in the past I've obviously bought from Superbuy, or ordered through Superbuy, so I now have 1,105 credits, which is equivalent to 165 yuan. Is that how you say it? Yuan? What that means is I was returned $32 from my last shipping. So what I can either do is get that put back into my actual bank account, or just leave it here, and I'm just leaving it here because then it means for my next shipping it'll probably get it for free because it's already there. So one thing that I found really helpful when trying to figure out all of this, because it is quite difficult, is reddit.com/r/fadet fashion reps. So basically people post a whole lot of hauls on here, or they sort of talk about how to do it. They link their YouTube channels and they talk about on there how they did it. So yeah, definitely give this a look before you buy, like even just for ideas of what to get. So yeah, that is pretty much my explanation of how to use Tao Bao and how to buy through Superbuy. You can of course always buy through Tao Bao. I'm not sure how that process works, to be honest. I think it's fine if you're just buying one product, but if you're buying multiple, I think it works out cheaper to use Superbuy. That's what I've read anyway. So this is just my opinion, this is just how I do it. This is how I feel comfortable and most safe. I do really like that you can use PayPal for Superbuy. You can't, for Tao Bao, you can't use PayPal for AliExpress. If I have missed anything, please let me know. I would love to answer your questions. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Bye.